On October 24th, African penguin Flash began showing signs of illness, prompting an exam and a series of tests to determine the cause. Despite their efforts, Flash's condition deteriorated rapidly and he was found dead on October 28th.
All of our signs are pointing towards malaria. We have been unable to 100% identify it, but all of our tests and blood work that have been coming back is leading it to our most likely cause.
As soon as the disease was suspected in the colony, zoo staff began consulting with experts across the country.
It is a different form than the human malaria, so there's no threat to the public or our staff, but unfortunately there are some studies suggesting that an acute infection of avian malaria has up to a 90% mortality rate.
The most likely way the infection was transmitted is through a mosquito bite. Avian malaria is a parasitic disease that is not transmissible to humans. It is also not transmitted bird to bird.
After an infected bite, it could take up to a few weeks before they start exhibiting symptoms. So they could have been bit anytime in September, and we are now just dealing with this infection and the symptoms of the infection now.
Since Flash's death, the remaining 8 penguins began exhibiting symptoms. 5 additional penguins have since died.
Our last 3 remaining penguins are in critical condition and continuing to receive intensive care. And so that is our focus right now, is just making sure we're doing all of our efforts to try to save them.
The zoo staff is working with Penguin Cove's original design team to come up with additional protective measures for the exhibit. LAFFERY says the entire zoo staff has felt the loss of each bird deeply.
Our staff is devastated by this loss. It has really affected them mentally and emotionally and physically, and so we are really calling out to the public to support us in this time. If you would like to send cards of support to our staff, pictures, it would all be welcomed and openly received.
Cards and pictures can be sent to the zoo at 1915 Scott Street, Lafayette 47904. Dave North, Star City News, Columbian Park Zoo.